Well, hello again. This is Mr. Boyer, and just got back from lunch. Actually, I took a break, went to get some lunch, had some Chinese buffet. Try not to have that too often, just because I lost a bunch of weight. Don't want to get it all back. It was pretty good though. So has nothing to do with anything though. So let's get going here. What is going on here? Okay, I keep having these pop-ups, driving me crazy. Okay, so let's look at these parentheses here. I've got 11 minus 8. I'm going to do that first. I've got a larger grouping symbol with the division symbol here, the fraction symbol. But then within there I have a smaller grouping symbol. So I leave the negative 2. And then 11 minus 8 is going to be 3 over 5. And then negative 2 minus 3. If you have trouble with negatives, you can use your calculator for now, and we will review negatives. Don't you worry about that. But I get negative 5 over 5, which gives me negative 1. Last problem here, I have subtraction, division, and multiplication. You could actually cancel the 2 and the 6, or you could just say I'm going to do the division first because I'm going left to right. So, reduce the fraction here. I get 1 over 2. So that's 9 minus 2 times 2. And then I do the multiplication first, and I get 9 minus 4, which is 5. Okay? And then down here, this is actually going to show up again later, but I did want to mention this to you now in case you see something like this. When you have parentheses here and you're squaring, you include the negative. So it's negative 3 times negative 3, which is positive 9. And if you do not have parentheses, you only square the 3. So I keep the negative by itself, and I just square the 3. And I get a 9 here, but there's a negative still out in front. So overall answer is negative 9. And that's not, you don't have to worry about that too much right now. We'll do that again later as we go along, but just thought you'd kind of like to see it. And then the last thing we want to do here is evaluate, which basically means plug in the numbers that I give you for the letters. So here I have 2m plus 4 over 5. And when I do this, I always rewrite the problem and leave a blank space with parentheses where my letter was, and then fill it in. And that helps me a lot, if I'm having to plug in a number where there's a negative involved, that kind of helps me too, and you'll see that in the next one. So I do multiplication first here. 2 times 3 is 6. Everything else I just rewrite. And then 6 plus 4 is 10. Divide by 5, I get 2. Okay. Next one, I have a negative 3, so I'm going to rewrite the problem and leave a space. And in that space, I will put a negative 3. And this is kind of why I did that problem for you on the previous page there, because I'm taking a negative 3 in parentheses and squaring it, so that means the negative comes along. And now I can multiply left to right. 2 times negative 3 times negative 3. And overall, that's going to give me positive 18. For now, you can use your calculator, but we will review those things. Don't worry about that. So I get 13 there. Okay. And then I will do one more for you. I think I'll do this one for you. And I'll save the rest of the 3 for you. So I rewrite everything, but I leave spaces wherever I had letters or variables. Here was a P, so I put a 5 there. And here was a M, and I put a 2 there. And first step, I would do the squaring here. Take care of that exponent. So I get 5 times 5 is 25. Then I will do the multiplication. So I get 25 times 2 is 50 over 5. And I've got addition, and this fraction represents division. So I do the division first. I get, let's see, 50 divided by 5, I get 10. And 10 plus 10 is 20. Okay? And I'm going to save these 3 problems for you. Okay? I want you to work on these and show these to me when you come to class so that I know that you did them. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do one better for you. I'll give you the answers, but I want you to show the work. So I will work out the problems for you. So pause the video, work them out, and then I'll show you the answer, okay? But you need to show your work so that I know you did it. Okay, so welcome back. The answer to the first one was 19. And the answer to the second one was -7. And the answer to the third one was 3. Okay? So hopefully you got that. And tomorrow I would like to see those problems worked out with the work. There may not be a lot of work on some of them, but there will be a couple steps that you can show just like I did here. And I will talk to you soon.